Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to take the time now to just work on some tuning. I'd like to also encourage everybody to go to Justin's website on YouTube and to learn from Justin. Justin is an excellent teacher, and everything is well put out, well planned. The chromatic scale. So our topic matter today is tuning the guitar. So I got my acoustic guitar. To tune the guitar, the first thing we want to accomplish here is to understand the chromatic scale, which is C, C sharp D, D sharp E, F, F sharp G, G sharp A sharp B, and C. We're going to call that a monochromatic because we're not going to do the flats, just the naturals and the sharp. Okay. Once you understand this, okay, then we go to the clip-on tuner. So you get a clip-on tuner, SNARK. SNARK. Okay, and then you can get that from Good Guys or Easy Music. Okay, so we got the clip-on tuner. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to stretch the strings. We do have a problem with string slippage. So the strings want to go back to its original position. See, so you stretch the strings out just a little. If you're doing a gig or something like that, or a rehearsal, you should get it anyway. You should have extra strings just in case. At one music job at Rendezvous, I broke two strings in a row, stretching it out. So good thing I had extra strings. I learned that. Okay, so first of all we want to do is we want to name the 6 guitar strings. Okay, so we have the first string, second, third, fourth, fifth, and 6th strings. So starting with the E is every animal does good before eating, and that's your memory tool. So you can take the time to write that down. Every animal does good before eating. Okay, what's the memory tool? What's the name of the 6th string starting with E6? E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay, very good. Let's move on. Okay, so once you get your clip-on tuner, the snark tuner, okay, here it is right here. So then you turn this on, and then the light comes on. So what it is I strike the first string, that's the 6th string, and the E comes out. See how that works? Now watch what happens when I bring it down. See the D sharp? So look over here. See the D sharp is here? We want to go up to E, right? That's our mark. So if it's D sharp, then you have to bring it up to E. Ready? As you can see, it's in E right now. Okay? So we do that for the E, A, D, G, B, E. You tune it. Let's say if your mark is on the A, and the thing is showing F. I mean, you got a long way to go. Okay, so just use that procedure using the chromatic scale, which is also called the chrome scale or the color scale. So with your clip-on snark tuner. Next one is your stretch the strings. We got that, and then now we want to fine-tune the strings, the 6th string, to a 6-string chord. Now that you're done with that, we're moving on. Okay, so what chord should you tune to? Well, a good chord is a E, G, E or G, because you want to tune to a chord that has 6 strings. Today I'm going to tune to the G. So here's the G. Okay, so now that I got the G pretty much close, I'm going to do this. Here's a G and here's a G, so I hit the 2 together. I'm listening to the sine wave. If it's a flat response, it's tuned. If there's a waver in it, then it's you need to go up or down just a little. You have to make that decision. So here's the G to the G, and here's the G to the G in the first fret. I hear a waver there. Much better. Okay, so we did the G's. Now we're going to do the chord again. So my G to the B, which is a major third, it sounds good to me. It sounds okay. So now that I'm turning off my snark tuner. So now that I got my major third in there, I go to the B natural here, and I hit the second string open B. It's much better. It was sounding flat before, and now here's a B. Okay, so now we got the G, the B. Okay, and now we got to go to the E. So here's your low E. This is your reliable pitch because this is the one we tuned up initially. Hit that E and this E here. Sounds okay. Then you hit this E and the high E. And then go, so now that I got a flat response, I'm going to go back to the G chord. Okay, tuning is something that we have to do with the guitar. Okay, every time we got to tune it up. If your guitar is in tune when you reach your appointment or your performance, then you're very fortunate. However, the guitar is a tone-deaf instrument. It goes out all the time. It's something you got to tune up. Also, you have to consider the neck. If your neck is warped, then we have a concern that you can bring it in to get it worked on. Also, if there's a convex warp, convex means it's warping from like a rainbow. A regular warp would be coming in like a smile. Okay, and so basically, when you put your guitar down, you don't want to hang it up like this. And you don't want to put it against the wall like this. You want to put it up like that, protect your neck. Keep it out of the sun. Okay, and we're just going to be talking about the tuning right now. When you're traveling, it's optional if you want to detune or you want to keep it in tune, because there's cabin pressure. Alrighty, so now that we got this, the next thing here, now that you fine tune to what chord? The G, right? Okay, so now that you fine tune to the G chord, we stretch the strings. You got a clip-on snark tuner, okay, and we fine tuned to the G chord, and we did the G, the B, and the E. Now we want to fine tune to the 1, 4, 5 in the key of G. Why? Because now that you got your G tuned, you're basically going to do a song in the key of G. So when I'm doing a song in the key of C, I fine tune to C, F, and G. If I'm on stage and I'm doing a song in E, I fine tune to E, A, and B7, the 1, 4, and 5 of that of the root. So here's a G, and here's a C. Notice I'm using a 4-finger C, and then the D,